Welcome back, another episode. There's no denying that the episode took a number of unexpected turns that led the series into new areas. Catherine was featured in CSI Vegas Season 3, Episode 2 as well. The devoted viewers will always rejoice because they want to see that one figure take center stage. Better still, it was centered around a case that was both novel and cold at the same time. The arrangement of Catherine telling Maxine about her white whale case was skillfully done. Given Catherine's extensive history with the lab, it was understandable that she would have a single case that has troubled her. How appropriate was it that Rafael Tarquinio, the drug lord suspected of being responsible for Jeanette's death, was also involved? Why not investigate the possibility that Tarquinio is involved in any of the several unresolved cases? It makes sense. And the last thing Maxine needed was another CSI chasing a grudge, especially after Folsom went so completely insane lately. However, we are discussing two distinct tiers of intimacy. For Josh, the victim of CSI Vegas Season 2 Episode 21's murder was his mother, whose vice she was unable to kick. It was an amiable coworker that no one had even met until this episode with Catherine. Catherine is an experienced professional who is aware of the lines she cannot cross, so Max didn't need to worry about her. However, Max has regrettably had to deal with both fake and genuine controversies for the past 3 seasons, which has made him concerned about appearances. It should come as no surprise that she adores handling pure science whenever she can. As Catherine and Beau succeeded in hooking a prosthetic limb that was underwater 5 years prior, climate change proved to be helpful this time. That undoubtedly offered her an advantage in this inquiry. After being cleaned and recognized, they were able to trace that leg back to Tarquinio because it was once owned by the former dean of the prep school Tarquinio's daughter attends, and where he lavished large donations. However, the case was stagnating until Tarquinio lost patience and the other dean, the one Beau had been suckling, suddenly vanished, leaving bloodstains all over his laboratory. That the assassin ended up in the kiln instead of the dean was an interesting turn of events. The injured dean was knowledgeable enough to switch allegiances and disclose all he knew about Tarquinio's murder of the previous dean. Tarquinio was able to dispose of her body thanks to his chemical talents, so it's unlikely that this will provide him a get-out-of-jail-free card. In a scene straight out of CSI, the major drug boss was taken off the streets by a small fragment of bone. Thus, Tarquinio did not prove to be the season's big bad as many had hoped, unless, naturally, someone from his group returns with the intention of exacting revenge on the lab. That might occur. While one narrative concluded quite swiftly, Folsom's fate remains unresolved despite his acquittal in Schefter's murder on CSI Vegas Season 3 Episode 1. This is due to Josh's willingness to go against the grain and do his own unofficial investigation. He also enlisted his brother Trey, who is a convict, to help him navigate the underground of Las Vegas. Though, in practice, it was a terrible decision, it was a brilliant idea in theory. A protocol is in place for a purpose. Then there's the unexpected fact that Serena has been supervising the lab since she was sent there, and Nora was the one who suggested she apply for the position. As a result, Nora obtained access to Serena's files and gave her the missing picture of Jeanette with the bloodstains on it. Given that the blood turned out to be Jeanette's, Max will need to explain that to Aya. She seemed to be terribly torn by Folsom's actions. Allie was unsure of her feelings after questioning Serena about her relationship with Nora. Worse still, Max had been aware of Serena's involvement all along. Serena was correct when she declared that Josh and her hadn't been together for a long time. Max finally gave an explanation for her disapproval of Allie's idea of a permanent companion. She was not fond of the idea since Folsom, the only CSI with a long-term partner, turned bad. For more, subscribe.